So, colleagues, our event is coming to the end with some final remarks and final conclusions. But in final conclusions, I should say that this is partly exclusively successful conference because we have so many young students and students among our participants. I'm afraid the second point of this roundtable discussion will be more pessimistic, therefore I will start with this optimistic part. First of all, I would like to congratulate our bachelor students, Zana, Krišjānis, Alexander, Paulis, and Austria. Then I am not seeing, but Krista is already PhD level, yeah. Yeah, and then we have senior students, is Artur Siniņš, becoming doctor this year. And then we have senior students, like Viestus, Arnolds, and Jānis Blahins, who was very active in questioning, but he said he's already on to dentist, he don't need to go. But anyway, it's a large number of coming PhDs level should be this oldest one should cover this year. We have de facto about 6 colleagues and colleagues, yeah, about 6 who should finalize PhD. De facto already is qualification of PhD, but the jure not yet get diplomas. And I hope this younger generation we named, starting from bachelors, we concluded agreements that when they will leave us, when they will be PhD doctors. The start is quite good, this conference, and there's a few reports of another conference. Therefore, really, I hope this year will be in some way game-changing a little bit. Of course, looking forward for our large projects, we should win and so on. Therefore, hopefully, we need to fight hard, but we need to win. Okay, thank you, colleagues, to all of you, who are, especially colleagues who are coming to us as guests and who are participating by internet to contributing to us. And I hope we will succeed with very good conference book, where we can reflect and use this conference book as our business card, showing that what we are doing, what we are dreaming, and what are our good best friends, which are with us. It's very important for us to have such kind of contribution of all of you, and this, please follow instructions from Dina. She will be main editor and main supervisor. Or book will be ready till midsummer, maybe. So, and now we will start the second part about.
May I add
Yeah,
something?
you're welcome.
I just in front of camera, and I would like to give special award to youngest student, who is first year student in my group, Valery Bokta, and he's coming, how to say, just because he wants to come, he wants to learn. He don't receive any salary from our projects, but still he coming, learning, and it will be a little special award for him.
Okay, now we are having discussion about our dangerous shortage of human resources and high-level professionals for our academia and industry, and general words for ecosystem and photonics in Latvia. We are in some ways stronghold to keep, and we promise to be some kind of incubator for young generation grow and for professional preparation, but still we always are accused from, not right word, but still they are right, that accused that you are not preparing enough professionals for our industry. And Vladimir is always telling, could you give me a few people from your lab to my industry, and I will rise to know about 1 million. It's something like that. And this last message from Light Optics, this is our very promising company. They reached turnover about 60 millions. We already jumped up above this threshold of European Union about small middle-sized enterprises. The real price for such this company is about 150 millions. They have daughter companies in Germany, in the United States. They tried to do something in China. And of course, now partly they are a little bit endangered, as a lot of in Europe, about the export to United States. In case there will be these tariffs, they are afraid they can lose something like 125–30% of turnover, which is going to practically they are largest exporter from Latvia to United States. About 30 millions goes to the United States. So, Valdis, you're welcome.
Okay, good afternoon, and I have prepared some facts and figures for the initiated discussion about challenges in our education system and research and science system. Okay, no, it was not that. Tā kā mēs tiekam apakaļ. Jā, kā es tieku apakaļ tie ekrānā.
Kur augšā ir dažs.
Nē, tas ir, jā, kā es tieku redzēt to bildi.
Spiest uz to, kas tam ir.
Nē, viņš iet uz priekšu, bet...
Nespied uz ekrānu, ne? Tur. Kur tev vajag tu bildi, tev prezentāciju.
Jā, šitas, jā, okay. Okay. First, I would like to show you that local economy is more medium and low technology economy, and value added generated by it is quite low, that you can see here in this. Yeah, I think it is possible to show you. It is at the bottom, and which means that also the average salaries Latvia is at the low end. Yeah, so it means that simply conclusion is that we have dominating industries which are not so much motivated to invest in excellent research. Es nezinu, tad jāprasa.
Krišān, tu nevar bildes dabūt mums? Šitā te. Varbūt tev cek.
To sāku?
Jā.
Sāku var vienkārši.
Nekur neredz, kur spiest. Ekrāns spēles, man liek.
Jā.
Tur es bildu. Tā jau iet pie kā ir ēdā.
Okay.
Tā ir pilna ekrāna.
Tagad viņam šitu, jā. Yeah, okay. No, it is better. Thank you very much. Yeah, and I just would like to remind that in 2004, World Bank experts Watkins and Agapitova analyzed the innovation system in Latvia, and they came to conclusions that it is low cost, low tech economy with low productivity, low value added, low share of product innovation, low share of high tech export, dependence on subcontract, And now we can see that we can add the challenges regarding linked with immigration and disproportions in labor market and increasing regional disparities. So it means that during more than 20 years, the local policies were not so much supporting education, excellence, and frontier research. And here is that as a result, from low value added, we see that Latvia is among the many countries by many years, at the bottom of the net earnings, which could be in purchasing parity calculations, and average wage is lower compared with our neighbors, also Lithuania and Estonia. If we are coming to the figures of the investment in research and development, so-called GERD as a percentage of GDP, then again we see that Latvia is Latvia is.
Nē, viņi neredz. Viņi redz šo.
Here, yes. That Latvia is at the bottom as a lowest investment in research and development. And
Short comment for this. It's absolutely not true. The Latvian researchers are best in the Europe attracting financing from Europe, because indirectly the government is financing only 0.3. Other 50% we are getting directly from framework programs and structural funds.
Yeah, that's it. Is another figure from government budget. Yeah, this is
no, this is
total gross domestic expenditure.
Government budget, and it's very small size, but we have 50% practically from our side. Really, country contribution from state budget is much 50% less.
Yeah, and as a result, we are, I would say, less competitive compared with, again, Lithuania, with Estonia, and this cumulative money, which is more, for example, invested in Estonia in the research and development, we see that it's more productive and generates more output. If you're looking investments in research and development by business sector, this is almost similar figures, especially in the last years since 2010, when Lithuanian industry has beating Latvia and Estonia has all the time more high-tech businesses which are since Skype investing more in R&D. The things definitely starts with somewhere with not only higher education institutions. The challenges start with schools, and if you're looking to the school system and ninth grade, it means after the examination results after the ninth class of the basic schools, and we see the dependence, the cities is upper figures, the line is average, smaller villages and centers of parishes is this, and typical rural small schools, basic or startup schools, they are below. It means that we see this is a result of the Latvian language exam. Much worst situation is if we are looking to the mathematics examination. So this segregation is very more developed, and some researchers has come to the conclusion that this segregation illustrates the trend that the school system is dividing in three lines: schools for rich, schools for elite, and schools for poor people. Yeah, so that is really bad, because many people I know who have studied and achieved even top-level science and research results were coming from rural small schools, and that has been completely lost with these all reforms, reform after reform, and this is really bad thing.
One more. It's not 100% true, because we have population about 1.8, 1.9 millions in Latvia, and about 400 diaspora left Latvia. 400 middle-aged families are left with children, of course. They don't know what they are learning. But expectations is that they are not sending their children to higher schools being outside, because Latvian Statistic Agency made research considering what is happening in families with attraction for go to higher schools. And they found out that if there is a family, no people with having higher education, they are not sending their children to universities. Those who left our country for better salaries, usually they are working on low professionals jobs, but getting much more money than in Latvia. And evidently, they are also not advising their children to go to higher schools, but saying, "Oh, you can earn already much more than in Latvia," and it's really dangerous for our future as a small nation.
Okay. This similar also conclusion we can draw if you're looking to the 12th grade. It's after secondary school. In Latvia, there is an obligatory rule to get basic education, but if you're looking to the 12th grade, regards the language and regards the math, yeah, we see the same situation, even worse, because in maths also small centers like centers of parishes or districts or small villages also are with low results, and that happens already for a number of years, at least last 10 years. Yeah. If you're looking to the optimal, it's a classical level of mathematics, we see the distribution of the results. Yeah, so the number of achieved result, let's say from 0 till 9%. In this interval, there is 8.7% of the total. It means that up to 30%, which is low result, yeah, there is almost 40% of the all examined pupils. Yeah, so and a very small result of the real excellence, which can be linked with some small number of gymnasiums or some schools based in Riga or large cities. Yeah, if you are looking to the physics, the same segregation we see rural. Yeah, rural schools and Riga. That difference is really substantial, and large cities and small centers and small cities, the rural is the worst. But the main thing is, sorry for Latvian, that from the total number of graduates of the secondary school, 10,277, only 5.5% passed the exam of physics. Yeah, very small number. It means that such number of people, if we are looking for the next potential students, they are too small even to fill the all budgetary places for students, for engineers, and for natural science disciplines. Yeah. So and still the result is very small. That excellence is very small, and just the same, just few schools which are showing really good results. And if you're looking back maybe to the results of international tests like PISA, Times, Pearls, which is reading, mathematics, natural disciplines, same mathematics, we see rural is worst. And the most worst thing is that OECD has concluded that in rural schools, the difference compared with the same 15-year children knowledge of large city schools, the difference is approximately about 1 year. Yeah, and now a new one situation appeared that rural boys they are very after the 5th class, yeah, 5th grade, they are very low in reading knowledge competencies. Yeah, it means that they are slow to adapt new information, new knowledge. And of course, then we see if that starts already with the beginning school, it's 1st to 6th grade, then it's naturally we come to the situation that they are poor in mathematics. They cannot they cannot continue in secondary school. They are going to vocational schools, and vocational schools also are degraded with this. Yeah. Yeah, the same if we compare the Latvia with our neighbors, that we are losing in all things in the last years. Yeah, by 3 years. Yeah, PISA results in reading, in mathematics, in natural sciences. Yeah, and now if we are looking to the labor force market, then the demand where the demand, the areas where the demand is higher, like IT disciplines. Yeah, so it means that production of graduates is lower as the market demand the specialists. Yeah, here yellow is the same, like administrative managers and so on. Production that is approximately the same, and the red, which is social sciences and humanitarian sciences, the state produces much more in higher education as the market demands. It means the STEM disciplines are produced much less compared with the social and so. The same is in another way here. All prognoses in 2000 up to 30 show that graduates for social sciences are produced more as needed. The rest of the higher education also the same. STEM is below the demand of the market. Yeah, it means labor and jobs are demanded more. And in 2030, there will be 9,000. We are talking and talking, and politicians are how to say, promising and promising that they will switch the education system, which don't happen. And here is the number of graduates of the doctor level studies. Yeah, altogether it's a bit more than 200 in 2004. And then we see that natural science is approximately 50, engineering is also approximately 50. It means that approximately half, only 50% of the total doctor level graduates are produced, which relates to the natural sciences and engineering, which is lower compared to replace the professorship, already. Not speaking about the science and not speaking about the industrial needs of the doctoral studies.
No, because Jyrki is here, and we are always comparing with Finland. We had about 10 years ago, we had about 300 graduates annually for PhD students. Now, then we come to 100, and now we increased a little bit. But still, when I've always compared with Finland, I know that your number of your graduates is 1,600 on average annually. That means 300 per million about. For Latvia, that we need at least 600. We have about 3 times less.
Yes.
And
year.
sometimes our leading politicians are saying, "Oh, we will capture Finland or Estonia or Sweden in next 10 years," or something like that.
Yes. Yeah. What might be the how to say to initiate? This was very dark, of course, illustration. Yeah. But first we need to increase the income with the structural reforms in economy, so that develop the trade with more high-tech focus to attract foreign direct investment, also with new knowledge inflows in Latvia. To work with the diaspora and develop immigration policies to how to say retain and return the talent what is abroad and back. And I think new policy of universities. I am very much enthusiastic about the university model 5.0, which is innovation ecosystem universities. 4.0 was entrepreneurial universities. And of course, new talent strategies and based on easy external knowledge absorption, transfer, and development and adoption here in Latvia.
There's one more point. It's absolutely not true that we have no financing. We are getting structural funds, about 5-6 billions for this planning period. That means at least annually. They in total, yeah. And they are saying no annually, yeah. And they are saying Brussels are advising us you can use 25% of this money for research, innovation, and human capacity development. That means we can use about 1.2 billion annually. Our government and decision makers decided, oh, there's no need so much to spend on human resources. We are using only 700 millions. Others will go to the structures, the construction, and to build roads and so on and so on. It's absolutely against what we're facing. These problems, we are getting money, but not using where we need to use it.
Yeah, and one factor which is resisting to all this development is still existing neo-Soviet mindset among the people, among the politicians, and now, I mean, it was regenerated already in a new generation, and of course in the former pro-Soviet areas, such phenomenon exists. And it's very difficult to how to say to struggle with that, but the modern and advanced and very much focused to how to say change situation is the education system, which should be really modernized. Yeah. So on that, I would like, I think, to finish my introduction and leave the floor to the discussion.
Last point, when you reminded about Soviet system, colleagues from Sweden and from Finland more or less heard about what was Soviet system. but the Soviet Union survived, if you are looking now more economically, survived on awful exploitation of intelligentsia, teachers, doctors, and so on. They paid nothing, but people want to do this job, and they are doing. And they suppose they save a lot of money. Of course, the best physicists started with making excellent physics in camps. Afterwards, it's special centers for military purposes, and afterwards they can allow to come back to their home universities. The same was for Latvia as well. And it was awful. And partly what this was heritage from our decision makers who in some way think, okay, we can exploit these people and they will do their job because their brains are pushing them to do this. Okay, colleagues, you are welcome to say your mind. But for positive view, we already mentioned several times during these 2 days about our teaming project. We wrongly wrote because Commission is delegating this large amount of money for this project, about 30 million. If you are ready to become Center of Excellence, and we said that our first goal is to become incubator for high-level professionals in photonics. Therefore, we are trying to do our best as a team here, FOTONIKA-LV, to become strong nationwide institution.
Discussion is open, Arnolds.
No, discussion not over. We are discussing.
I'm waiting, maybe someone from your auditorium would like to tell. I have some words about the situation. Because in Ukraine, the situation almost the same. Maybe a quantity a little higher. We have more physicists and more mathematicians. But the quality of these students very low, who deal with teaching in the university, all they say it's necessary to enhance the level of physics and mathematics. It's impossible to work with these students. They knows nothing, unfortunately. The same situation in Poland. My friend worked in Rzeszów University. 30 years ago, there was Institute of Physics in this university. And now, no Institute of Physics, only Institute of Informatics. So maybe this is your trends, but this is not the course to be silent. Thank you very much for your presentation, for your question you arise. It's necessary to make bells because this is dangerous, really, situation. 20 years ago, I taught in a gymnasium at Kyiv Polytechnic Institute. I took my mobile and asked, what materials are here in the mobile telephone? Student says, plasmas. So they don't understand the main, this is chip. What I shown them that you see, this is only outside plasmas and the main not plasmas. So it was dangerous for me. This was gymnasium for physics and mathematicians. So it's not simple students. So you're absolutely right. You have to tell about this in use all possibilities, like this conference, special conference, maybe a day of open doors in university maybe go to school and tell them, because it's necessary to do. Our generation like physics, like mathematics, and it's necessary to give our knowledge to young generation. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I know a lot about Ukraine. I helped them to join framework program when they were associated to framework program. I worked there for 1 year. I visited a lot of large centers of excellence and large institutes. The advantage for them is that they are 40 million. Even then per capita is indicators are low. There is still a large potential which can recover immediately. We already today spoke about this possibility for telehealth technologies. They really have this spot of this pool of capacity, and there's different other fields. And we are seeing also now from this very hard war, where Ukrainians are successful anyway, keep in mind what powers are each against. They are very strong, and they are very strong in space technologies and technologies. And during the Soviet times, it was not said, but Ukraine composed about 50% on all RTD potential in Soviet Union. And in absolute scale industry, well, high-tech industry, including space, aerospace, and also machinery, it was mostly done in Ukraine. Therefore, and even we are benefiting from colleagues who in different way come to Latvia. We have very strong colleague in Roman Viter, returned by our previous project to here. Now he is already here for 12 years. He's among the best in our researchers by his index. He's strong in this nanotechnology, zinc oxide sensors, and so on. And we have one colleague working together with Calvis in satellite ranging system. And we are also planning that we will, during this large project, we will cooperate for satellite ranging for astrophysics and so on. In such a way, partly saying we are helping them, but really we are helping ourselves by helping them. It's a tradition, it's good sometimes help. Therefore, I hope that if Ukraine will start to recover, we also in some way can do something better than now. And of course, to be honest, when we escaped from this Iron Curtain and joined this so-called European Research Area, which was announced in 2000, but it was already this landscape was free, and we can move to go to colleagues. It's helped a lot. If our university will be honest in counting publications, per capita and so on, and say, oh, we are not so bad in publications. Large part of such publications are not financed at all from Latvian resources. They are joint publications with colleagues from you and from other countries, where we have some contacts from different projects and so on, and afterwards continue, and really very grateful for support. And SUNE we really are thankful for SUNE. When I recorded and fall down, I was deeply, my team was deeply involved in selenium tellurium. I know from publications, I know SUNE published also in selenium tellurium, atomic physics, but there was no possibility to communicate. As soon as I can send first letter to him, I sent it to him letter, okay, we can work together. And I get response immediately, and after half a year, Ūbelis was already there. It's really. Sometimes we are not so not so nice saying that it's honestly we survived just to the borders were open. It was really survival. Of course, a lot of people emigrated, and now the policy how to gain back. Each project we are planning, we always saying we plan some repatriates for this project. But now the challenge is, but not easy, how to get all people which emigrated, how to get this 400,000 back, practically impossible. But maybe if we start to communicate with graduates of middle schools, secondary schools from immigration, let's come back to our universities. Maybe this is a challenge, because now we have shortage of students who are applying for STEM studies. And partly because birth rate is low, but partly because a lot of people are outside the country. So, I guess you are looking at it.
We have to finish or just some
Yes,
comments.
maybe we can also finalize. Just to say, but we are not saying that we are complaining. We are simply know that where we are, what we should do. What is our advantage? So I hope so. Therefore, we organize this conference and to show that we are all together. We are strong. And thank you for in cooperation. As soon as told in the beginning of our and Alvis Brasma, our previous colleague, also told that we need to cooperate as much as possible. Okay, thank you much more, colleagues.